Good morning. Let me, because I went to sleep last night after playing Zenless Zone Zero. And then I didn't want to give my thoughts about the game without at least playing for a little longer. Because I played for like 1 hour or something. But I couldn't shake this feeling as I was sleeping that as I was in my bed, sorry, because sleeping, but as I was in my bed, I couldn't shake the feeling that this game sucks. And I did not want to say it on stream because I thought at that moment it's a me problem. But I woke up to this video and let me show you. Let me show you. Okay. So
ZZZ is a polished Hoyoverse turd.
let me just even take my camera off so that you can see.
It's just a turd. It's not a good game.
I don't know, right? CN is hating on ZZ super hard right now. Yeah, like we'll see, right?
Like the fact they need a more section. Just I don't need this background, even though it looks nice. Just put all the icons with their names underneath it, and then just like bam. And it could just be a grayscale, ugly ass fucking menu. I don't even care. It just makes it so I can see everything, you know?
This is the worst game that I've played in days and days. This is the worst game that I've played in months. I'd rather jerk off a giraffe than play this game, but I have to. 'Cause it's my job and I quit.
Oh no, bro. Oh no. Oyo didn't cook with this one. Damn, bro. I'll be honest. I don't think I've ever seen a Hoyo game get butchered like this, bro. Like, I've never seen this. This is crazy.
Like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm gonna say it. Genshin has way more complexity. And that's like, you know?
If I'm being 100% honest with you, I cannot say I've had fun. And I'm not trying to be a dick. I just genuinely am not sure I've had fun.
Take cover. Are you feeling it?
Also, you can't fucking see all the enemies. So unless you move around the field like this and reposition, you can't see everyone and you just get shot in the back by some idiot.
Thank you for streaming this game this late at night. I usually can't fall asleep, but watching you play this game almost instantly put me to bed.
Yeah, I'm quitting content creation tomorrow. This is my final stream. Was the ZZZ experience worse than TOF for you? It was about as bad, and TOF was fucking terrible.
Yeah, so as you guys saw, there is a lot of people that are not happy with Zenless Zone Zero. So before we keep going with this,
As I was saying, I thought this was a me problem. I thought that I was the one that didn't know how to play the game or didn't understand it enough, and that's why I wasn't having fun. But it isn't just me. Like one of my viewers last night, he was like, "Oh, I played a little bit. I couldn't handle it and I deleted it." That was one of the comments last night from my stream. And if you don't like it, don't force yourself to play it. You can play other games. Just if you don't like it, don't force yourself to like it, because a game is supposed to be fun. And if you're not having fun, just don't waste your time. Go play Genshin Impact. Go play HSR. Or if let I went back to Wuthering Waves. As soon as I noticed how boring it was for me, I went back to to Wuthering Waves. And let this guy cook, because he does have some other points that I agree with. So let me just watch this too.
This video, I want to ask your opinions. What do you think of this game so far? What are your thoughts after playing however long you played? Do you think it's good, bad, mid? Let me know in the comment section below. I want to get an idea of what the community thinks. But now that we got that out of the way, I want to give you my personal opinions after having played for about 6 hours on stream. And I do want to clarify, I know this is not endgame. I know there is probably a lot more to the game, and there's a lot of other things that I can be doing. I can be getting stronger and fighting more difficult bosses. But I think this quote is very important, and it was said by someone on my stream. You should not be playing for 5, 6 hours to find the fun. The
Mhm.
fun should be right there as soon as you start the game or a little bit into it. But 5 hours in, and you're still saying, I'm trying to find what makes this game good, it's already a red flag. So let me give you my opinion. First off, I gotta say the game looks good. The game
Yeah, it
graphically is
does.
pretty well done. The characters look well done. The cutscenes, the characters are well animated. But all in all, it just feels rushed and rather.
Just like every Hoyoverse game. They do make them really, really appealing. They're beautiful. The scenery, everything looks pretty. The character looks really, really good. Even the male character that this person is using. Hey, you made a mistake. As the female character, use the female character. It's not the same photo, okay?
rather boring, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had to get off stream because I was falling asleep. I did play for 6 hours, but I just found it kind of boring. And I don't know what it is. It could be the fact that I don't really get involved with the stories of these gotcha games. And I know some of you might come and tell me, well, that's the point of the Hoyo games. It's the story, but let's keep.
Yeah, the story can be cool, but the gameplay needs to be cool too. If I want to watch a cool story, I would have watched Kimetsu no Jaiba or Jujutsu Kaisen or any other freaking anime out there. Case in point, I would watch, I don't know, Dorada, One Piece or something. But this, oh, come on. I saw a little bit of this story. It wasn't engaging. I didn't like it as much for me to like watch it, to like put myself into it. I was bored. My opinion. I was bored. Maybe you liked it. I didn't. I didn't.
Keep it a stack. Zenless Zone Zero was advertised as a combat heavy game, and well, the combat also falls short.
There's no
As
comeback.
someone else said earlier in the video, a game like Genshin has way deeper combat than this game. Imagine that.
I
Way
laugh it
deeper
out.
combat.
I
When
laugh.
it comes to this game, the combat mechanics feel rather plain. They don't feel like deep and they're not polished. When you land a parry, a dodge, or anything like that, or a stun, it just doesn't feel like you're actually hitting something, if that makes any sense. It feels like you're just throwing something out there. When it comes to the character's ultimate abilities, they don't feel ultimate at all. They feel like just a shiny little skill that is rather quick. I come
Mm-hmm.
from trying games like Genshin Impact, Weathering Waves. And when it comes to our ultimate animations, they look really good and very flashy. So I was expecting something like that. Now, there's more that is just the combat, because the combat is just very, very plain, but it could be because I'm only, about level 15 or 16, something along those lines. And maybe as I get deeper and deeper into the game, the combat is going to be a lot more interesting and all that good stuff. But so far,
Yeah, but why do we have to wait so long for the combat to be interesting if it is a fighting game and you're advertising it as a fighting game?
it just wasn't hitting. On top of that, the menus of the game, all the things that it tells you to do, all the places that you gotta click, seem a little cluttered. I don't know about you guys, but me personally, I don't like all these things that tell me click here, look at this, and then when you go to the menu, it just feels like there's a lot of shit going on in the menus. On top
Yeah,
of
I
that,
was a
you have
little
a
lost
menu
there
within the
too.
menu. I feel that they could have organized.
There's a menu within the menu. Yeah. I was lost here. I didn't know what was what. I I don't feel like I understand any of this. Like I'm watching it right now and I don't understand most of it. Like I have to I don't know.
This a lot better and a lot nicer, so it's not so cluttered and so confusing for a lot of people. Now, this might be just it's a brand new game. I'm not used to the menus just yet. I just got to get used to the menus, but in all honesty, it does feel a little cluttered when it comes to the menus. Now, on top of that, the characters. And this might just be my personal opinion, and I know this is going to get me a lot of hate. I'm about to get into.
I saw this because I saw this video earlier. I saw this part. And I can go even even harsher than him. Cuz he goes like, okay, let me
Hot
let
waters,
him
but
talk.
why is
Let him
there so
talk. Let him
many
talk.
children? And I'm not talking about one, right?
One.
I'm not talking about two. I'm not talking about three. Matter of fact, I'm not talking about four. You know what? I'm not even talking about five or six.
Babe, like he went over her and didn't click her. She is a child too. And
There is just a whole lot of children in this game. And if they don't have children, guess what they have? Whole furries. Now, there is nothing wrong with the furry community. You guys can go ahead and like your furries. I have no problem with that. But the fact that we got all these
but the fact that you have furries and children, that is the problem. That is the problem. Furries and children.
cheering is kind of
I don't even like to say the two words in the same sentence. Furries and children. But I don't like furries and children in the same sentence. I don't like that.
weird. We don't got a lot of whole grown male or female characters. Yes, there are some out there that look quite good,
Like
but I'm
two.
just saying. There's a whole lot of children in this game, and that's a little
They're
weird.
like two.
I mean, it's a
They're like
combat
two.
game.
And let me tell you something. I think she's a young adult too. I think she's a young adult. I think this one too. So there's more than six.
There's a lot of big monsters laying around. Who said they gotta give the 4-year-old a big ass axe? They gotta send little 6-year-old tiger little girl to fight. It's just a little weird. That's just one thing, but that's just personal opinion. You guys can go ahead and tell me what you think about that in the comment section below. If it's not a furry, it's a little girl, but that's pretty much the roster in this goddamn game. Now, what else do I
And then I used to defend like young adult characters because my mother my mother looks like a young adult and she's almost 60 years old. Okay? My mother looks like a young adult. Well, she looks good, okay? And then my sister-in-law too, because they're 5 feet, 5 feet, 5 and below. That's how I call them, 5 and below people, or girls, 5 and below girls. They look like young adults, but these are playing children. These are children. That's a child. That's a child. Child and furries. I think this is a furry too. He looks like a squirrel to me.
It's a little girl. Something about the game that is not sticking with me personally. I do feel that maybe if I give it more of a chance, it might bring something that's good out there. But as I told you guys, we were playing with a lot of people, and all of us really said, should you have to play a game for 5 to 6 hours to really say, oh, here is the fun part? Throughout the whole time playing it, we were waiting for the game to get better. And I mean, if I do give it another try, if I play again tomorrow, I will continue to search for what makes this game good. I'm not saying it's all bad. Once again, it does have qualities that make the game good. I think the characters are well designed. I do think that they
I am also going to give it another try and try to find the fun in it. I will try. I'm not saying cuz I can't it can't be all that bad, can it?
they did a very good job with the voices and expressions of the
Oh
characters in the
yeah.
cutscenes and all of
Yeah,
that.
they did.
But outside of that, I don't really know what the target audience is for the game. If it's a combat, oriented game, I feel that the combat is very lackluster. If it's a story-based game, I feel that people that play games like Genshin Impact or Honkai would rather stay with those games. So, once again, I feel that the game was rushed. It kind of missed the mark. And
Anyways, I'm gonna leave the video on the link section below, and so that you guys can watch the whole thing, because I'm not gonna finish. It's early in the morning. My kids are waking up, and I just have to leave. But those are my thoughts. Those are my thoughts, and I don't know. Maybe he's wrong. Maybe all the streamers are wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Tell me, what is it that you saw in the game that it is fun for you, so that I can try and look for it. And then if I find it, I can make another video and say, oh, this is the part where the game becomes fun. Because in all seriousness, I cannot find it. I cannot find the thing that's gonna make me keep playing this game. But there it is. That's my opinion, his opinion, and everybody else's opinion so far. So see you guys in the next spot. Bye.